It's talk time.
Hello, my name is Robert. For my talk time, I'd like to share my view on the power of respect in an age of wokeness and echo chambers. Respect is the cornerstone of human connection. It transcends politeness and acknowledges the shared humanity in everyone, even those with differing perspectives. Respect allows dialogue to flourish and fosters understanding. But in today's world, this principle often feels overshadowed by judgment, outrage, and division. We've entered an era where respect is being tested like never before. It's challenged by wokeness, mob mentality, and the echo chambers that amplify them. While each of these began with good intentions, their current iterations often create barriers rather than bridges. Let's start with the concept of wokeness. At its core, wokeness represents awareness of social injustices, systemic inequalities, and the need to challenge them. It is, without question, a powerful force for change. But wokeness has a shadow side. In its pursuit of justice, it has sometimes been wielded as a weapon of judgment. Mistakes, missteps, or differing opinions are met with swift condemnation rather than constructive dialogue. Accountability has shifted into cancellation, leaving no room for growth or redemption. When we demand perfection from people, when we refuse to see them as evolving, imperfect beings, we create a culture of fear. People become afraid to speak, afraid to learn out loud, and afraid to engage with ideas that might challenge their thinking, and that fear feeds into a more dangerous mindset. If you're not with us, you're against us. This binary way of thinking creates divisions. It leaves no space for nuance, no room for curiosity, and no opportunity for understanding. You're either on the right side of an issue or you're the enemy. We've all witnessed this in action. A single comment, tweet, or action is taken out of context, and suddenly an entire person's character is reduced to that moment. The mob mentality takes over, and the person is labelled, judged, and often ostracised. But here's the truth: people are not their worst moments. A mistake does not define someone's entire being. When we fail to offer grace, when we refuse to allow people to learn and grow, we're not moving society forward, we're stagnating it. And then there are echo chambers, the places, both online and offline, where we hear only what aligns with our existing beliefs. Algorithms feed us content we like and agree with, reinforcing our opinions and isolating us from opposing views. At first, this might seem comforting, but comfort is not where growth happens. Growth occurs when we engage with perspectives that challenge us, push us out of our bubbles, and force us to think critically. Echo chambers don't just isolate us, they create division. They make it easier to dehumanize those who think differently. Instead of seeing someone as a person with a unique story, we start to see them as the other. And when someone becomes the other, it's easier to dismiss or attack them. So, what's the solution? How do we break free from this cycle of judgment, fear, and division? The answer lies in one powerful choice: respect. Respect is not about agreeing with everyone. It's not about compromising your values. It's about acknowledging the humanity in others. Even when you disagree, it's about saying, I see you, I hear you, and I value your right to think differently. Let me offer 3 ways we can practice respect in our daily lives. Embrace nuance. Life is complex, and so are people. A single statement or action doesn't define an entire person. Take the time to understand the full story, to ask questions, and to hold space for growth. Listen to learn. Too often we listen with the intent to respond or to win an argument. But what if we listened with curiosity? What if we truly sought to understand the other person's perspective? Challenge your bubble. Step out of your echo chamber. Seek out perspectives that challenge your own. You don't have to agree, but by engaging with different viewpoints, you broaden your understanding and foster empathy. Respect doesn't mean staying silent in the face of injustice. It means addressing issues in a way that invites conversation rather than conflict. It means holding space for mistakes, for learning, and for humanity. When we choose respect, we create a society with fewer walls and more bridges. A world where dialogue replaces division and where people, regardless of their beliefs or their imperfections, feel seen and valued. Thank you. Again, my name is Robert. This has been my view on the power of respect in an age of wokeness and echo chambers. This was made for the English class of Teacher Victoria, but my views are my own. If you're interested in discussing this topic or any other presentation in talk time in an English class, please check the description box.